Hello, my name's Lysa Black and welcome to the Soul Sharing series. This is a free little course that I wanted to put together because my heart really goes out to the incredible intuitives, healers and creatives that are out in the world absolutely doing magical work with their clients. There seems to be a real disconnect between the sacred work that we do with our clients and the freedom to express and share that through our messaging when we show up in our social media sites. And for me, coming out of the closet as a healer 2 years ago, I absolutely get why we do that. And we do that because we're really wanting to protect ourselves. We're really wanting to make sure that the people that we share our amazing content with are actually going to respect it and honor us and be able to receive it in a way that makes us feel so happy and so joyful. The problem is that when people are really looking to hire someone, they don't actually know what you really do and what you really offer. And so I see it as my sacred responsibility to be able to show up publicly and share the exact same information through my marketing that I actually share with my individual clients that are already working with me right now. And I think why I love talking about soul sharing is because I personally didn't resonate with any of the masculine push fear-based tendencies that I saw a lot of people using to attract clients and get people into their programs. Fear of missing out just repulses me because we're actually utilizing fear as this kind of leveraging mechanism to kind of extract payment from people. And if you're sensitive and intuitive and deeply feeling like me, you will also have a strong aversion to this. So what I realized I had to do was I had to abstain from any marketing practice that made me feel uncomfortable. Otherwise, I simply couldn't be in business. The reality is, though, is that I realized that the privilege of doing my sacred soul work actually required me to stand up and be clear, representing myself publicly in order to best inform those who are potentially considering working with me. Now, for me, I was so committed to doing my soul work that I made marketing my hobby. That, you know, after I would have a week full of clients, my Friday night I'd be kicking back with, you know, the Purple Cow marketing book, or I'd be kicking back with an article from someone that I respected and admired. And what I realized that I had this insatiable curiosity to find out about a way of authentic marketing that would actually be a contribution, would be a way of kind of sharing something that's truly valuable with the world, at the same time as being able to clearly represent the true nature of my work so that those considering potentially working with me can sense and feel for themselves if I'm the right person for them. Now, my term for authentic marketing is actually soul sharing, and I've been blessed with 8 years being in business, and the work that I've actually done started as a life coach. And I did that for some 6 years, and then I really allowed myself to give myself permission to reveal the truth of what I was really doing, which was emotional healing. And so 2 years ago I revealed myself as a heart healer, and from that moment something really magical happened that I didn't anticipate. That the more clearly I showed up, sharing the truth of who I was, what I really did, what I really believed, my own past experiences overcoming anxiety and binge eating, what that did was it actually drew in this flock of really ideal clients and really sacred friendships that to this day I just treasure so much. So I kind of don't see anything as marketing anymore. The way I see it is soul sharing. And in this first video, the biggest thing that I want to introduce for you is to challenge the idea that the very content that you're sharing with your individual clients now, no matter what field or industry you're in within the healing arts, natural therapies, a Reiki practitioner, someone who's working on the body, on the spirit, on emotions, soul level work, that we kind of want to keep it sacred and we want to kind of keep it tucked away for our paying clients. The truth of the matter is that there are people out in the world right now who are seeking your exact expertise. And the way I see it is that it's our responsibility to really clearly represent exactly what we do, so that those who are really looking for answers get them before they hire us. Now, this is a little bit confronting, so see how you feel about it. This is just the way that, it has really worked for me, and I see so many talented, gifted healers and intuitives who are actually not prospering in their work only because they're quite uncomfortable to find out how to actually market for themselves. So that's why I've created this series, because it's my belief that there are so many amazing gifted people that if they can just learn how to share the truth and the value of what they're doing, you will become recognized in your field, you will become sought after. And for me, being booked out for the last 2 years absolutely blew my mind. Like, I had been working for 6 years, and I had done quite a lot of work to actually acquire the clientele that I was blessed to serve previously. What happens now is I do far less work, and I receive a constant stream of people who are ready and right to work with me. Not only that, they've actually already used the free content that I share on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook to actually create shifts before they gave me any money. And that might not be ideal for you. For me, it was a freaking boon. I couldn't believe it. It just blew my mind. It made me so happy because I actually believe in my sacred soul work so much. I work as a heart healer, teaching people how to heal their own hearts. And for me, realizing that I could do that through my marketing, I could actually teach people to heal their own hearts before they even began working with me, really gave me this beautiful sense of satisfaction and contentment in the world, that while I was sleeping at night, my YouTube channel would be teaching people, or my Facebook page would be teaching people, and that people from all around the world in their own time zone could access my sacred content and create changes for themselves without even knowing me. So that was where this really began. And my suggestion for you in this first episode is really to think about using the very content that you're sharing with your clients, like this week. For me, I show up 8 to 10 hours every week and create free content to be able to serve the world. I love sharing with the world, and soul sharing can become authentic marketing for you if you know how to do it in the right way. And I think what is really, really exciting is that all of my messaging actually comes from my client sessions right now. The only reason why I actually decided to start teaching about soul sharing was that other professional healers were coming for me for healing work and to improve their businesses. And the biggest thing that stood out for me is that they didn't know how to actually represent their business in a way that was authentic and aligned and genuine to actually promote the amazing healing gifts that they had. And that really concerned me. I was really, really shocked. And I really wanted to contribute something valuable. So this is my answer. And what I want to invite you to do is right now, if you have had clients this week, sit down with a piece of paper and just reflect over one of the most pivotal experiences that you had with a client this week. One of the biggest shifts, the biggest ahas, the biggest openings, the biggest transformation that you saw in a client this week. And I want you to write down about it. Now, you can use this in a picture on Instagram if you're more of a visual person. You can be like me and show up and actually speak. I'm here in my office here in Whangarei in New Zealand, filming because this is easy for me to be able to get done. You can talk it out on camera. You can write about it in a blog. But however you express yourself, use the most easiest form of expression for you and go ahead and write down what it was that you actually shared with that client that allowed them to create such a great shift. Now, obviously, client confidentiality is very important for our work, and so you may choose to not share any of the details of your client, or sometimes what I'll do is I'll send a private message, get in touch with one of my clients, and actually ask their permission to share a story. And if they approve it and they're happy with what I've written, and I use an anonymous name, that can actually be really, really powerful marketing, because you're actually allowing that client shift to go out into the world and to touch other people, which is like healing amplified. So my suggestion for you in this first series is to really look at what you're sharing with your clients. What are the constant messages that you're imparting to them? Go ahead and write down 1 or 2 or 3 if you can, if you're really game. Write down 3 messages, and I actually want you to use that on your social media platforms next week. And absolutely share exactly what you're doing with your clients with the world. Share your soul, and I promise you that doing this is actually one of the most client attractive strategies that I have found, because people are actually going to know what you do. And when they know what you actually do and they can sense and feel whether it truly benefits them, I know that that will mean people are ready and willing and prepared when they come to you in respect and gratitude for your sacred healing art. What a privilege, hey? So, if you have liked this, please let me know if you're liking this. This is a very new conversation for me, so if I seem a bit nervous, I'm absolutely nervous, because I've only been doing this for 2 years, but I can just see the world is craving really authentic, powerful healers right now, and I just know so many of us are out there, and I want to speak to those people who really feel the call to rise and share their hearts so that they can make a difference in the world. You know, the way I look at my marketing is that I get to teach the world for free while leaving a sacred trail of powerful information that can actually lead people to be able to hire me if they want to. So, if you want to hear more about this beautiful soul sharing series that I'm creating, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I would love to be able to share more of this with you. If you did like it, I would really appreciate it, you giving this a big thumbs up, so that other people, when they're glancing through and glossing through, can actually see this video more. I would love it if more healers and intuitives could get the sacred information. Thank you for being here with me. It's such a joy. Lysa Black saying goodbye for now, and see you again soon.